Hey there, Credit Crew. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa with the Wienervella brand, the Wienervella Publishing, the Wienervella Everything Under the Sun. And today is a special vlog because it's a writing vlog. It's going to be short, I'm going to be honest with you, because I am in the thick of it. I think if you ever heard that meme to be like, into the thick of it, doom, doom, into the thick of it, I am, let's just say, using my holiday weekend. It's September the 1st weekend. I was gonna say Memorial, but it's Labor Day weekend. And this weekend I was catching up on a lot of different things, but also finishing the years awaited comic book that I supposed to be doing. And really, it's not just about the story. And why I picked up the camera, because I'm always writing or creating and stuff behind the scenes, and I'm not recording, and that's where the content is. And I have not been doing that. And also, I wasn't aesthetically pleasing in the sense of I was just weekend doing what I was doing, not trying to get in front of the camera. So I had to update y'all. I am at the height of the story. I am at the, what do you call it? Like, before it gets to the bridge of the most traumatic thing and then it goes to the end. I'm there. And when I say I dragged this story out for years, to finally know I'm putting in that effort to get it done, at least finish the story, because as a comic book, I only thought of the story, then I knew you had to add the other stuff. But as I'm writing the story, I'm visualizing what is happening in the scenes. I'm visualizing how I can, portray the scenes in the comic book. So this is different than me writing a book. Now, I written 4 books, 2 children, 1 self-help book, and 1 adult book. They were all different, but this comic book is bringing more of a different vibe out, because it really gives visual. And I know a comic book is visual, yes, but for me, I'm writing what the character is saying, but also I am putting in what the character is doing for me to go back and make the scene like that, instead of just trying to keep it going, visualizing it as a story. Excuse me. So it's really different, and I think what took me years to finish this comic book, because I don't want to say I get stuck on things, but I get stuck on like, this has to come out before all the other stuff. And I know you hear stuff in the background, but it's holiday weekend and kids are out and they're having fun. If they say the louder your kids are, the fun that they're having now. Yeah. So this is really I'm trying to figure out what I was saying. I was getting stuck on the story, like not completing the story. Then as I'm writing the story, I got excited. It's like I just had to start writing, make the time to start writing. Sad to say it took a holiday weekend to do, but I had to start writing, right? The thing what I wanted to put on here is building a comic book. They say it's easy, but I think I'm gonna show you a different way of building it. Cause as I've been researching how to do a comic book. Is there a format? There's no format. There's really no. People are trying to make a format for their own mental structure. That's how I'm gonna say it. But there's no format. You can do it however you want to do it. So the fact that I have free range in doing so, I think gave me, I'm not gonna say fear. I think that gave me false time, maybe. So it been dragged on because like I'm gonna do it, so I'm doing how I wanna do it. So I'm actually doing it, And it's not as easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy because you gotta write the story. When you're writing a book, you're writing the story and then the cover and then the, you know, this and that. But now from the story, you gotta draw. You gotta structure the this and that. That may be the funnest part to people. Some people draw first, but maybe I gotta get that story out. I'm gonna follow the story that I'm gonna put out, and that's okay if I want to follow that side to do it too. But I'm saying all this to say this is my journey with my business, Weenie Umbrella Publishing. Go on WeenieUmbrellaPublishing.com, your next favorite book. But this is my journey, so I cannot compare it to others, but I can also learn from others. And what I am seeing, not in the sense of how to make a comic book, but in a sense of storytelling and how to make a comic book, it's free range in whatever you want to do. In whatever you want to do. So I'm getting the story out there so I can start on that part, and that's a journey within itself, but I'm not going to drag it out 2 years in the making. No, I'm not going to do that. I think that one will go by a little quicker for me because I can do more visual creativity with that. Writing, yes, I'm sitting here writing and it's just, I'm letting it flow. But the drawing part, the putting stuff together, I think y'all should stay tuned for that because I think, even though this is my first comic book, I think I made some hacks. And what I mean by make some hacks, I think I visually have hacks to make the background, all this and that. Like in my head, it got overwhelming one day when I really thought about making a comic book. And I was like, dang, I gotta draw the background, I gotta do this. And I don't wanna say I try to be perfect, but I get so to detail. It's just, I don't even know the word I can say. You might put the word in the comment, but it's just like obsessed with the details, you may say. Getting the details right, getting this and that right. I think I got a hack for that. Because when I thought about it and I got overwhelmed, I turned around and said, no, I'm not going to do that to myself. Let me figure it out. And when I figured it out, I was like, okay, when I'm done writing, and it's time to draw, and it's time to make the comic book visuals and all that other stuff. Some people, when you do a movie, you do a storyboard. So maybe I can do it like a movie. My storyboard to the comic book or something. You know, I'm just trying to figure it out in my head because it's my first time. So you, because technically it's a storyboard, but it's however you want to do it. You can, I think I got a hack because I want to put myself through that. Going through the lines, like he sees lines and doing all this and that. I will go and see it be intricate. And I do not want to be on one little box, scene, circle, wherever I want to do for my comic book, a month and a half because I need to get every little bit right. I'm not going to do that to myself. I have learned to stop it. So I'm going to show that hack once we get started with that. But I do want you to stay tuned with my comic book because this is good. It's good. It's a good book writing journey because I'm writing the story and then I'm going to do the comic book. So the comic book, I don't know. I'm going to put the words, like the little words in the caption of the comic, like in the thing, or if I'm going to put the story, the picture. You don't know. Stay tuned. So that's all I want to say. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because I got some more stuff I'm doing, but I did want to get a writing vlog out the way because this is a self-publishing company and a self-publishing blog, you know. So once again, thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the next episode and let's get creative. Bye, you guys.